Hi, thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope everyone is doing really well. Today I am going to be reacting to a Freelee video. I am going to warn you ahead of time. I do intend to try my best to edit out as much of this individual as I can, because I know that certain body types can be triggering. This is a what I eat in a day in recovery from an individual who needs a lot of help, love, support, and encouragement. Just looking at her, it is clear she is struggling or has been struggling, and she has made the hard, tough decision to be in recovery, to try recovery, because this person is trying to save their life. So their physical appearance can be triggering, can be jarring, so I will be trying to edit as much of that out. If I am not successful in every shot, I apologize, but just fair warning, that will be happening when I click on this video momentarily. But here is why I've chosen this video. Freelee has this bad habit of reacting to people's recovery, what I eat in a day videos, and criticizing them. However, usually she criticizes them when they're overweight, when they have been through recovery, when they are challenging their fear foods and they are overweight. She has said in other videos that an individual simply could never have been anorexic due to the fact that they are now slightly overweight. That tends to happen when you go through weight gain, necessary weight gain to save your life. I find that incredibly insulting that she has appointed herself some sort of authority on knowing what people are mentally going through, when she herself claims to have struggled with multiple eating disorders and helped so many people overcome their eating disorders, yet she lacks the empathy and the sympathy to see an individual who is trying. And she thinks it's her place to undermine and invalidate them. So that is why I have chosen this one, because this person does not deserve to be reviewed by Freelee.
What I eat in a day in recovery. That is a video. They're the videos we're going to look at today. Okay, on TikTok, these individuals are coming from an eating disorder. A lot of them still have that, and they're trying to recover. And this is a topic that is very close to my heart, because I've experienced EDs myself, and I have helped thousands of others come out of it with a fruit-based diet. And that's why these individuals, you know, like, they get kind of congratulated for eating anything, and it is great that they're actually eating, but at the same time they're also damaging themselves, and they're, you know, continuing this ED cycle.
You can't see it, but she is doing very subtle body checks, the way she continuously turns and angles herself in this video. That is very telling. I am of the opinion that you should not trade one eating disorder for another. So if you think you are recovering on a restrictive diet, such as high fruit, high carb, low fat, you are trading one disorder for another disorder. You're temporarily fixing a problem, but creating a whole new batch of problems. So when she says she's helped people heal with a high fruit diet, heal what? Because maybe it worked for some people, but you are conveniently leaving out the tons of people who have come out publicly saying, your diet, Freelee, gave me a whole new eating disorder.
Because the way a lot of individuals eat in our society is an eating disorder, right? It is. It's very sad. And
you can't just say, I don't like the way you're eating, therefore the way you're eating is an eating disorder. That basically makes eating disorder meaningless. Makes it non-existent for those who actually struggle daily with an actual eating disorder.
Sad, and that's why promoting this fruit-based diet to these individuals is so helpful and it's so necessary, because they need to heal through proper nutrition.
Yes, they should heal through proper nutrition. Your diet is lacking in nutrition.
So today's video, we're going to check in on TikTok on this individual's page. Her name is Olima Linowaska. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but I did my best. So this is a what I eat in a day trying to recover. So you can see this individual. Hang on, we go back to the start. Yeah, she's definitely very underweight, right? Extremely underweight. And I've worked with a lot of individuals who have been very underweight, who have actually healed completely on Raw Till 4.
Question: where are they? Because anytime she gives, like, shares testimonials from people she's helped, it's always been people who have lost weight. I've never seen someone this malnourished and then heal on Freelee's diet protocol. Never seen that. I highly doubt it exists.
Or on the frugivore diet. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting to see what she's eating and whether this is actually going to lead to her healing or not. Because she definitely, she needs to get on track. She's trying to recover. But it's so hard for these people because they're getting advice from all the wrong places, right?
Just to bounce back to something she said at the beginning, I am of the opinion that when you are, like, recovering from an eating disorder, especially anorexia, especially restrictive eating disorders, it is crucial that you remove all restriction. And as much as I believe in the message and cause and activism of veganism, I don't see it as a healthy choice for everyone. I think there are few people who can truly heal on a vegan diet, but I think it's important to remove all restrictions when you've lived for a long time with restriction. When she says, yeah, it's great they're eating, but what are they eating? No, it needs to stop with, it's great that they are eating.
Okay. So this is the first mistake for anyone in recovery because the microbiome of those who are anorexic or severely underweight is actually quite unbalanced because they're not nourishing their microbiome, they're not having enough fiber, so a lot of the species are dying. So their digestion is really, really compromised. So when you have coffee, it just zaps even more of those little beneficial microbiome and you end up really, really struggling.
Another thing about recovery is it's very important that you find things that you truly, truly enjoy. If coffee is something that you really enjoy the taste and you are shedding the idea that it is an appetite suppressant, it can make you feel like you're full without actually consuming many calories. If you can shed those ideas and you simply sit down, drink coffee, and think, yes, I am getting joy and enjoyment from drinking this drink, then drink that drink. But if you are sitting there and you are having doubts and questions and you have a million things running through your mind and none of it is enjoyment, stop consuming that thing. That is what I would say in this, not stop doing that because blah, blah, blah. No, ask yourself, am I enjoying this? Does this make me feel good?
Struggling even more with poor digestion, and it can be used as an appetite suppressant, so we need to keep that in mind as well. Coffee, bad start, obviously. She needs fruit. Breads, salad with BBG? I don't know. And garlic sauces. Okay. I don't know whether that's animal, the BBG, or something. Is that ham or something? I can't really tell. But okay, if it's like plant-based, it's not terrible. It's very dry. Obviously, some fruit would be much, much better. Like some smoothie would be great, but I know those who are underweight, who are having issues, severely underweight like she is, have issues with having too much bulk in their stomach, feeling that full feeling. They really need to get used to that full feeling that you experience when you're eating sufficient.
It is important to learn to accept the feeling of being full, accept the anticipation of feeling full, and to be able to sit in that fullness and be okay to accept it. To know that nothing bad is going to happen because of that full feeling. However, this individual, at the size that she is at the stage that she is at, I would not suggest bulking up and filling up on voluminous foods this early on. She is going to shock her system and she could become very, very ill and actually set back her recovery. It is important that when you are this malnourished, when you are this small, when you are this frail, that you are gentle to your body, that you do not put that sort of, I hate to say it, weight of food in your body. You gradually work your way up to that. Personal experience, when I was first starting to gain weight and my doctor was just like, just eat everything, just eat whatever you want. Well, I did, because I didn't know what to do. And I got so sick to the point where I didn't want to. I was like, I didn't want to eat before. I have forced myself to eat this food. I feel like I'm dying now. I'm never eating again.
Calorie diet of fruit, right? That's something she needs to psychologically get used to in order to heal. Sweet potato fries, salad, okay, they look quite burnt, but that's pretty good, right? That she's having sweet potato fries. I support her on that. She's having a little bit of a salad, and I don't know what that other little round thing is. I do not know what that was. But so something you need to realize about this lifestyle is that a lot of individuals heal their anorexia. Like, it's incredible. It's really, really amazing. And I actually experienced this many years ago where I was in a very bad place, but I ended up healing completely on this.
Okay, I am going to play the "but you weren't that bad" card. I hate to pull that. But you weren't at that stage. See, when you're at different stages of an eating disorder, you have to approach each stage of an eating disorder differently. And I hate to say it again, Freelee was not at that stage. She has never experienced that level of depletion. She has never experienced that. She has never experienced the struggle to get from that to where she is now, which I still would not say is necessarily healthy, but I know I am not an expert. I am simply a civilian speculating. And also, I myself was never at that stage, at that level. I was close, but I was never there. I will never know what it's like to be there. I know what it's like to be where I was, and I can tell you it was practically impossible. What she's eating at the size that she is eating, I could not eat at the size that I was at, and I was not that small. And it was a battle. It was a war every single second of every single day in my head.
This lifestyle, my ED. So vanilla pancakes, okay. It's obviously just good to see that she's getting, food into her stomach at all, right? It's really good to.
So then why don't you just leave it at that? This video actually is completely unnecessary. Just let this individual heal the way they need to heal. They don't need you critiquing it and telling them they're not doing it good enough. They're not doing it correct. There is no correct way to do recovery, because recovery is going to be different for all of us.
I'm not just going to be supportive of absolutely anything, because it can make these individuals ill, right? And make them go into an even worse place. Honestly, the testimonial that I receive the most is individuals overcoming ED on this lifestyle, like binge eating and anorexia, bulimia.
And yet we never see it.
Crab cream soup. There's no need to put the crab in, right? There is no need to put the crab in, that is for sure. Okay, so that's what we've got. That's what we have for the day. And it's good to see that she's actually getting food in. Some of it is debatable whether it's food or not. But the thing is, when you start eating sufficiently, when you start eating even like a little bit of fruit, like often on this lifestyle, when you have an ED, especially when you're underweight, you start to feel more nourished and better about yourself.
That is not true. You cannot speak for everyone. That is not true for everyone. I'm going to end the video here because I don't think it's necessary to keep going. I think I've made my point clear. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy it, give it a thumbs down. That is cool too. I do not mind. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit the notification bell to stay notified of all future uploads. If you have any comments, questions, video suggestions, anything at all, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Be sure to go follow me over on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye!